Oh my god, dude. SIG Sauer has locked their posts so comments don't pop off accidentally. Bro. This is why I'll never buy a SIG, by the way. I'll never buy one. So what the fuck? Yeah. A 320 degree burn. No longer in use by the Air Force? Yeah, someone died. If you don't know what happened, someone died from the gun, basically. So this has been a thing for a while now, where there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of people presenting evidence of SIG guns shooting by themselves, basically, which is obviously the worst thing a gun could do, because that can get people accidentally killed, right? So like, and then SIG has always said like, oh, that didn't happen to us, like that didn't happen. It's like, but we have it on video. Like, didn't happen. And there's like plenty of videos of this. Like, let me see if I can find it right here. A case where it occurs and it just kind of shoots by itself. There, you see the shot there. So like this, and there's like more videos. There's like a guy at the range that it happens to.
Like my demonstration, I want you guys. Alright. Is that a fucking 320?
Yep.
Alright. God damn it, dude. Get this gun off my range. Don't bring it back on the range.
Get this shit out of here, dude. He knew, yeah, because this has been a thing for a while. And so what happens is people have been saying like listen, like these SIGs are shooting by themselves, and then people are saying that, showing videos, and SIGs going, didn't happen, no, not real, fake news, guys, it's fake news, right? And it's like actually like happening, like
my demonstration, I want you guys. Alright. Is that a fucking 320?
Yep.
Alright.
Man, there's like more too. Hold on. Man. Holy crap. Man, see, the Air Force halts the SIG P320 after uncommanded discharge causes death.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news that the mainstream media just won't cover. And I'm very surprised we haven't heard more about this story from the mainstream media. Today we've got a major update coming out of the United States Air Force involving the M18 sidearm, the SIG P320, and a tragic incident that...
Wait, how many of you in chat carry a SIG P320? How many of you guys carry that? I'm still alive, so no.
That's raising serious questions about military firearms protocol and the future of SIG's 320 M18 with the military. The story touches on safety, accountability, and the government's quick response when something goes wrong. Well, sometimes. So let's dive in here. But first, big thanks to today's sponsor, Blackout Coffee. This is coffee that's brewed by the spirit of freedom, founded by patriots with support for the Second Amendment and America's warriors. If you're tired of woke ass...
So it's like Blackout kind of like, did they always exist? Or were they kind of like, are they like a fuck Black Rifle company? Were they like fuck Black Rifle and then they made like their own company?
Corporate coffee companies, head on over to blackoutcoffee.com/GNG and use code GNG10 to get a discount on your next order. Support companies that support your rights. Well. Drink Blackout Coffee and check out our subscriptions where you can get our flavor of the month or our roaster's choice, stuff that doesn't make our regular store, like Lucky Field or Bourbon Peach Cobbler. This is phenomenal. Or Redcoat's Regret, or Caramel Rum Crunch. It just keeps going. Check us out, blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. So here's the situation. The United States Air Force's Air Mobility Command has paused the use of the M18 sidearm after a tragic and preventable incident earlier that cost a young airman his life. The weapon used was the SIG Sauer M18, a variant of the P320, which is standard issue for the United States Air Force and other branches of the U.S. military. And here's where things get murky. A young airman was struck and killed by a M18 that discharged during the exchange. Yeah, you've heard that right. The round struck him in the chest, and it proved to be fatal. Despite medical efforts to save him, he didn't survive,
Man.
sadly. Now, it's
See,
totally...
the thing is like, you really... That's, again, like I said, it's literally the worst malfunction a gun could have. So I just don't understand, like, carrying this, like, knowing that there's multiple cases of this. Like, the thought of, like, carrying a model of gun that has, like, been involved in multiple, like, discharges, I can't even imagine, like, carrying that. Like, trusting, like, something so important to, like, a gun that can do that.
preventable, shouldn't have happened. And this wasn't during combat or some high...
That's a good point, JVAD. Why was it pointed at his chest? Let's find out. One thing that it could be is that the person was sitting down and that the holster was, like, oriented in such a way that it kind of pointed forward. Like, I don't know. We'll
Stress
see.
event. This just happened in a controlled environment on base. And now military leadership is scrambling to understand how a so-called safe and tested service weapon could have discharged. According to the Air Force, this was not a training accident. The base's Office of Special Investigations has launched a criminal investigation into the shooting. Yes, criminal investigation. This prompted the Air Force to issue a full pause on the M18. You can see it here on the screen. That means any unit that carries the M18 is temporarily switching to other sidearms, like the M9 or the M4, or in some cases going unarmed altogether. The goal?
Wow.
To retrain everyone on the proper handling, safety procedures, and mechanics of the M18 before they're allowed to carry it again.
What?
If it's going off in holsters, you can't change how you handle it, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Maybe you-
hold on, like, why would they... Is this like a case of, like, the... thanks for the bits, Ragnar. A rare instance of a gun, not someone killing someone, two edges completely silent. True. But this makes me think, like, maybe something else happened. Like, this is kind of weird, right? Like the wording is kind of weird. And I feel like there would be a motive to, like, try to, like, shift blame so, like, they don't get in trouble for, like, bad training, right? So, like, I don't know.
Use bubble wrap. Now, here's the angle that's not being talked about enough.
But we'll hear it.
The
There might be more
M18 is
info.
based on the SIG P320 platform. And that model's been under legal fire here for years in the civilian world, as well as in the law enforcement world. Lawsuits, injuries, reports of the 320 firing without trigger pulls, and yet it's still in widespread use by both civilian and U.S. military personnel. And there's going to be somebody in here who's going to say, I've had mine for X amount of years and I've never had a problem. Good. Good. Consider yourself lucky, I guess. And there's also going to be people who say, I shouldn't be reporting on this at all, but this is serious news. Like, SIG, for their part, has stood by the platform. But with the latest incident...
I heard that on the Reddit for SIG, you can't even, like, bring up these cases at all. Like, you get banned.
Happening in such a secure, routine setting, it's bound to raise new questions about the firearms design and possibly their safety. Now, was this truly a mistake, or is there more to the firearms mechanics that the military won't admit, or that SIG won't discuss? Either way, Air Mobility Command has not released how long...
The question is, why is it always that gun? Right? Like, it's... You don't really hear this shit happening with other guns. It's like, I mean, you saw the clip earlier where it fired and he goes, is that a SIG 320? And he was like, yes. It's like the fact that he even said that was the first thing that came to mind. And then he was right about it. Kind of shows you all you have to know about, like, it is really sus, right?
Pause will last, but until further notice, M18s are benched. Investigators are working to determine whether this was user error, mechanical failure, or something else. For now, The rest of the Air Force is watching closely, because if this turns out to be a mechanical issue with the M18, don't be surprised if other branches start issuing their own stand-downs. I will draw your attention to a video. I'll have it pinned above and in the comments, where the FBI released a report where they claim that there's issues with this platform. Now, the story's tragic, and our prayers go...
Like, why would you use it? Like, why would they use it when it has like a track record like this, when they could use other ones? Like, I don't know.
Out to the
weird.
family. It also
Is it
reminds
cheap?
us of why firearm safety, training, and accountability matter, whether you're in the military or a civil.
There might be something else that we don't know happened. It might not. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Gun owner. And there's going to be somebody who says, well, if you followed the 4 magic rules of firearm safety, it wouldn't have like caused a death, right? Yeah, but the gun probably shouldn't have gone off while in the holster either, I guess. You know, it's just a terrible situation all around. And it shows us how the government and military brass can respond immediately when something goes wrong. Yet, the same urgency never applies to when Americans demand Second Amendment protections or when bureaucrats violate our rights. Interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
And we have a constitutional right to keep and bear arms. I don't know. If you want to stay on top of stories like this, or 2A legal battles, or your gun rights that are always under attack, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, and share the video with your fellow patriots. Remember to grab some Blackout coffee and support a pro 2A business that isn't afraid to take a stand. And until next time, be safe, stay informed, stay free, and carry on. Take care.
Nice. All right, I'll link you guys the video if you guys want to check it out and send it to people. But yeah, like, I don't know. I wouldn't. This is why I don't trust SIG guns, because of this. Like, the thing is like, to be honest, if even one gun is like that in the design, like, again, it's such a bad flaw, if true, that I don't even want to risk it with any of the guns, right?